Right then, welcome back. So today we're going to do this, the collector. So it's a DLC pack, came out a while back. I just got around to doing it. Great tracks, really good tracks. Alton, Phillip Island, UMC, Snetterton 300, Monza. Give or take Monza, but the other four absolutely belting. First one is 80s sports bikes, so 750s, so GSXR 750 985. That's the one that came with the collector's pack. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use the bikes that came with the pack so that we keep the event and the bikes together, if that makes sense. And first up, Alton Park International. Great circuit, mega. Fast corners, slow corners, tight corners, bank corners, loads of elevation change, bumps, lumps, you name it, we've got it. And this Suzuki was a bit of a surprise. I have used it before. I can't really remember using it. The road bike's a bit flat. This thing, mega. Likes to wheelie as well. So, attempt one, off the line. Not the best start, down in 8th. Argy-bargy. 2 off to the left, into the grass and the tyres, off you go. Into the next set of corners, little bit of elbow in as we come down the Cascades. Onto the first little bit of straight up towards the shallow hairpin. We're in third, bit of drafting. AI make a massive mess of this corner on the grass over the curb, bike sliding by. Do I go inside, outside? I choose to go inside, little bit forceful, and the leaders bend it as well. And we need to take a breath. So we've gone from 8th to 1st, half a lap, coming up to the chicane, Britain's, and then up over the hill and down to the bottom chicane, and we're away. All good. Did have a couple of moments. Lap 2 over the clay hill, massive wheelie. Yeah, poo did come out, and then we carry on. And I love this set of corners, absolutely amazing. Through Druids and out onto the little back straight, lumps and bumps, massive wheelie again, and we're down towards the last corner. Lap 3 through large the last bend, get a big wheelie again. I should have learned my lesson from previous laps and we're off the back. However, that was it. Even with flipping it and falling off, we're still 10 plus seconds in front. Bike, really good. Setup, not far off, probably a little bit too stiff. Probably drop a click on preload or a click on the spring hardness, and that would just put a bit more energy through the tyres rather than through the suspension, and should be absolutely mega. But that was a good event. I really enjoyed that one. And I've done another one with the full races if you don't want to hear me twittering on about absolutely nothing or something and everything in between. So I'll do these just to change it up a little bit. I feel like things have got a bit stale. So event 2, Phillip Island, love the place, absolutely mega. And the bike in the pack was just the weird looking virus. I mean, I love it. Hub centre steering, Omega section frame on each side, so you've got 2 swing arms, one at the front, one at the back, 2 shocks, one front, one back, hub centre steering. And it looks absolutely mental. It looks like something out of Judge Dredd or something out of Star Wars. But Phillip Island, excuse me, one of my favourite tracks. Not only in the digital world, in the real world as well. The MotoGP and the World Superbikes, even the Aussie Superbikes, are absolutely mega at Phillip Island. Properly naughty track. Fast corners. So down the start, finish straight. Quick right-hander at the bottom of here. Pick your turning point. Just try and follow the black lines on the track through doings, like quick corner on, like the quicker bikes you're pushing 120, 130 into the southern loop. Hold it tight, stay off the gas, let the bike come back to the apex, and then fire it down the straight. And we're going down towards Stones. Through here, watch for the bump on the very inside of the track. There she is, just upsets the bike. On the brakes at the curb, on the left hand side, into the hairpin, the Honda hairpin, and then we're going to try and hold it across to the right hand side of the track, just towards the curb, off the gas, on the brakes, and tip into Siberia, and then fast corner coming up. All right, try and straight line this, so across to the left, through the hay shed, carry as much speed as you can up towards Lukey Heights. So that is a fast corner, 130 plus on a 600, naughty on a superbike. Again, off the gas, little bit of brake all the way around here, just as you go over the top. Stand the bike up and get on the brakes into the bottom hairpin. And then we're going to hold it nice and tight. Fire out. Again, hold it in tight to the left initially, let the bike drift out, and we're balancing corner speed with staying tight to the left hand side of the track again. So through the final corner, try and do a Melandri, smoking the back wheel, one hand off the handlebars, cause we're cool as you like, and we've nailed a 135 quite easy, haven't we? We've done it by miles. I like that bike. Honda 600 CBR 600RR engine in that hub centre steered chassis, and it is a little peach. Next one, UMC. Oh, it just gets better. So we go from Phillip Island, one of my favourite tracks, to UMC, possibly my favourite track. My only question is, how do those exhausts not hit the back wheel of the bike when the suspension compressors? Not entirely sure. But, right, of all the races, of all the events we do on this one, this is by far the best one. If you've got time, go and watch the full race on the other event that I've uploaded. It's just mental. We make an absolute cluster of it pretty near the start. However, we come roaring back, and I mean absolutely roaring back. So, back of the grid. Now, I was under the impression that on Xbox Series X there was going to be 20 bikes, but apparently it's only in like single race or free run or whatever we're going to call it. On the normal races it's still 12. So, off the line, massive wheelie. I need to learn my lesson with this wheelie control. I just need to turn it on. Massive, long straight, near enough flat out on these 600s. Wait for the marker boards on the right, tip in, watch for the AI up the inside. There we go. Remember that bike, yes? Honda CBR 600RR, because we're going to be seeing him again in a minute. Dreamboat, what a name for a corner. Trying to carry as much corner speed as possible, because on the 600s the AI riders aren't great. Massive corner speed, wide lines. Yeah, try and ride it like a 125 or a 250, carry speed, and you'll get past pretty much anything. Look for the marker boards again, on the brakes, take a nice wide line, don't run too tight, because little nudge, bike gets unsettled, and it picks the front wheel up, and we're off. So we get back on. What was I saying about wheelie control? Yeah, haven't got any. One wheelie, two wheelies. How that one didn't go over the back, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I just grabbed the rear brake in time. So, right hook, wait for the track to come back. It tightens up as you go around there, and then we're flat out. So, it took 2 and a bit laps to get back with them on the main straight. And they've got a top speed advantage. This thing is not very quick in a straight line. Again, into here, look for the AI bike up the inside. We've seen that before, haven't we? Yeah, on lap 1, because he's an absolute knobhead. However, this time, we were waiting for it. Again, run wide, try and carry corner speed round the outside. That's a filthy overtake. And again, into workout, carry that corner speed, stay wide, try and make the corner as shallow as possible. Now, I like the outside up here, not the inside, and I get trapped on the inside. Not my favourite place. However, we make it work. AI rider tries to go around the outside, but we've got the measure of him. Keep it nice and tight. Up towards right hook again. Hold it nice and steady. Wait for the apex on the gas, and then we're up to this sequence of corners towards the end of the lap. Now, through this right-hander, and then we're going to be into the chicane left and right. Take a massive amount of curb, as much curb as you possibly can. Yeah, so what's it called? First attitude, second attitude? Yeah, well, he had attitude trying to knock us off, but we managed to stay on and we got past him. Take as much curb as you can through there, you'll be faster. Into the left, again, corner speed, corner speed, corner speed. That is the only thing that we're worried about. Into the last sequence of bends, and there's a Triumph somewhere near here, and you probably hear the triple, and it's fast, and I mean it is really quick. We get not annihilated on the straight, but I was expecting to drive past him, and he just left us, absolutely left us. Or she, probably a she with that first name, Isabel. There's a Triumph, bye, see you later, bye. Triple power, bye, no problem. I'm in the draft, I'm flat out, I'm nearly on the limiter, and we're just getting left for dust. So, on to lap 4. AI try it up the inside again. Again, I've anticipated it and stayed a little bit wide. Corner speed, corner speed, corner speed, and we're up to second. Bear in mind, it was only lap 3 that we managed to catch it with the back of the pack. So, a quarter of the way around lap 4, naughty manoeuvre up the inside, and we're away. We're back into first. And not only that, we've got a lap and a bit to get a big gap, and we did. 2 and a bit, 3 seconds. I'll take that after falling off and taking 2 laps to catch up. I love this place, and that bike, yeah, it's not the fastest thing in the world, top end, but oh, what a machine through the corners. Absolutely fantastic. Of the 5 events, that was my favourite. That was the best one. However, when there's pleasure, to balance it out, there must be pain. And we're going to get some pain because we're going to Snetterton 300 more specifically. And the AI are a bunch of dicks. Now, I considered using that, the HP2. I just thought it wasn't fast enough. They're going to be rocking Panigale V4s and Fireblades and God knows what else, and I'm going to get annihilated. So, the other bike in the pack was that. The Honda RC213 VS. Essentially, a MotoGP bike for the road, sans pneumatic valves and a few other fancy materials, and you had to buy a kit and take the headlight out to get the full 200 and whatever horsepower. However, it is an absolutely beautiful looking thing, and I would give several body parts to own one, because they're, what, 6 figures now? Are they 100 grand, 110 grand? Yeah. Way out of my financial league, financial ballpark, whatever we're going to call it. Yeah, nowhere near. So, AI twats. Attempt number 1, into the last corner, we're off. Attempt number 2, just overriding the bike. The British riders, I think one was on a Panigale, the other one was maybe on a GSXR or something like that. Oh my lord, they were so fast, and they were also rude, smashing and ramming into you and doing whatever, and then not getting on the gas out of corners, so you ran at the back of them. Just an absolute cluster of stupid mistakes. Gearing massively long on this bike, so I ended up knocking it all the way down. So all the gearing is as short as possible, because I was just getting absolutely murdered out the corners. Just had no drive whatsoever. Panigale V4s just taking the piss out of me. So, attempt number 7, I think it is. And this first corner is normally a pain in the arse. So we get away. I mean, look at the speed of that. Holy moly, what are you supposed to do when other bikes are that fast? But anyway, we get away, go through the first corner, alright, double apex right-hander, and then down a little short straight into the hairpin. And I knew I had to get past. If I didn't get past, it's just going to absolutely leave me. So a little bit of argy-bargy, elbowing people out the way, and we are through. Fast left-hander, always go too slow, and the AI come back up the inside of me. So I tried to be a brave boy and carry a bit of corner speed, and we're away. Now, the AI were out to fuck me over. They absolutely were. They had the first go here. So Panigale V4 tries to go up the inside through the really long right-hander towards the end of the lap, but we brave it out. But it was coming, so down the straight, last lap, I've got a 0.0 second lead. Look at the speed of that Panigale. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they park it on the apex, and I think, no, I'll go on the outside here. There's a little touch. How I didn't fall off, how the bike didn't make me fall off my bike, I'm not quite sure. But I'm not complaining, because I'd wasted, I'd spent the best part of an hour doing this at this point. It was absolutely ridiculous, and it was dark as well, and I mean dark. Couldn't see a thing. It was just horrendous. I'm going to have to turn the brightness up, because, well, I don't need glasses, but I will do, squinting at the screen at this point, and we're done. Excuse me. I've either got a sore throat or COVID. I'll go with the first one, just a bit of a sore throat. But anyway, it's done. So, last event. We've got one bike to use, which is the Bmw Hp 2, and we're at Monza. Now, I was worried the bikes that the AI were using wouldn't be, balanced properly. However, the game took a bit of sympathy on me. I do like that. I love that single-sided swing arm with that back wheel. It's just a shame that the new GSs and everything else now make more power than them, and they've kind of dropped off the radar a little bit, because they were a special bike. They were naughty. But setup-wise, soft. For some reason, the physics engine doesn't let the tyres at Monza get very warm, so we've stuck soft tyres on. We've gone for a pretty soft setup, and yeah, it was hard. Invisible bricks in the track. Nice to see they've made a return. So we've flipped the bike for no reason there. I get on the gas, spin it up, and then it grips and fires me off the back. Attempt number 3, I think, yeah, that was a mess. Attempt number 4, we're in the gravel. at Ascari chicane, attempt number 5. The AI had just been a bit bullshit and we're off. We weren't going to win it anyway. So the Ducati 996s or 998s, they're probably a 998, and the MVs are fast, way faster than me. So it's a fight. I've got to get past them in the chicanes. I mean, just watch the Ducati. I am naughty. I use some proper nasty tactics and just like encourage him onto the grass, which was a bit rude, but it is what it is. So I just get past him. I've got a brake late, and I've just got to just carry corner speed, and it's catching me out in this first chicane. Run wide, 10th of a second penalty, and I honestly thought that would do me over, because I just could not get away from the Finnish rider. I think he's on an MV, so I'm trying everything I can to get away. I didn't make any more mistakes, I didn't get any more penalties. I thought I was going to get one for running wide there, but I didn't, and we just managed to gap him out the last corner before he started pulling us back, and we made it. But it was a hard race. It wasn't unenjoyable, but it wasn't enjoyable at the same time. We didn't have a massive gap and they were really fast and blah blah blah, because we tried to use the bikes from the collector's DLC pack, so we could have used something else and made life easier, but we didn't, and variety is the spice of life, as I say. But thank you for listening to me prattle on for however long it's taken, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate the views, I appreciate you watching, I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the subscribers, I appreciate every single one of you. It takes time out of your day to watch my videos, so thank you. Fingers crossed, I'll see you next time. Stay safe, peace.